Tick-tock.
So, alright, so this stove here is not working anymore in here, and it's super dirty, as you can see, and that is because the self-cleaning thing doesn't work anymore, and that has to do with that the heating coils are not working anymore. So there's up here one heating coil up here, there's one behind the fan for the convection part, and there's one behind there, behind that piece that heats it up from the bottom. And in order to self-clean, it does full heat, and that's not taking place right now here. And so that's where we have to look at why this is not working. We need to get replacement parts. We need to get this thing out here. That comes out. You first have to remove the door. Okay. For that, you need a user manual to see how that works. You need to find your serial number and your numbers, and mine are down here. So down there, can I zoom in? There's a model number, right? That number we are looking up. So this particular model has so-called hinge locks here. They have to go back this way, like this. I show this on the other side. Those locks are there to prevent the door from falling out, you know, when you open the door. So now I have those two locks here and here put back, and then we can remove the whole door. So we just lift it up like this. Oops, and then it comes out. Wasn't that easy? And then you can put this somewhere where nothing falls on it. It's much easier to clean now. So now we can pull this out. It's out like this, and we can look underneath like this. It can also be cleaned now and dealt with. Look how dirty it is here. We need to clean all that up. So we do have the power turned off, that's why we have no light in here. But there is a 1/4 inch socket size here, one there, one there, one there, and one there. Those 4 come off first, and then we can take the cover off. Right, that's number 1. So now the cover is off. I have it just over here. You can clean that too. We have 2 more. Let me show you. There, this one, and this one to take the lower one off, and this bolt to take the ring off. Let's start with the lower one first, and then we can clean underneath easier. So we just reconnect those wires. Make sure they go in the hole, and then we have to just put the screws back in. Okay, I'm going to start with the one on the bottom. There's one here, a bit there, and then 2 up there. Here's one. Okay, this doesn't want to go in the hole. Goes one there, one here. I have to make sure it goes in all the way. Yeah, this one doesn't want to go in right. So this one was easy. So if you have to open the back, that's very easy. There's a screw here, one underneath here, this one down there, all the way up here, there, and then a bunch of screws here. With that, you can take this whole thing off, and then we go there. So now with the cover off, you can see your connectors here. There's the capacitor. Here's your motor. There's the upper one, top one. And this is the ring connector here for the ring. You see here, it's already a little black here from heat coming through here. And then up here is the surround area. And yeah, so anyhow, we have to put this back together. So here on the bottom too, you make sure when you connect it, that it connects nicely and tight. And on those two, when they go through the hole, they have to be a little bent, like you have to fish them through them like in an angle. I don't know if I can show this right here. So in this angle, and then put those wires through in the back. Like this. And then it goes through like this. So the reason why they make this in an angle is that when this thing works later, if you want to clean underneath here, you can lift it up like this and clean underneath if you need to. So there we have those in here. We just have to put those post screws back in. And something you can try to avoid. Here's one in here, one in here. There. Look at that. That thing is worn out already here. It's really not in my way. So the last step here is to put those 4 screws in into the cover. There. And then we got put the grill back in the doors, and then we just run it and see how it does. And then probably with all the dirt in here, we're gonna run a self-cleaning on it for, takes like 4 hours. So don't forget when you hang the door back in to lock it like this. You know, it's locked. So this way here, this is when the hinge is open, and that's when it's locked. So it can't fall out. So we have everything now a little bit cleaned up in here. We can see the fan, there's a fan still running in it. The light is clean. It's hot in here now, the whole thing is hot. And we need to do the self-cleaning thing I talked about to clean the rest of it. Now we can do it. I don't know if we can see here. With the camera, you go into self-clean mode. This will lock the door, and you need to know it will take 4 hours to clean this thing. It goes super hot in here. You see, it reminds you to push the start button there. Now it locks the door lock, and it's going to clean this thing. It's going to run this on all of those, like the lower and the top heat, and it heats it up to a very high temperature and basically burns off all the dirt. And then after that you can vacuum out the ashes. Okay, or wipe them out once it's cooled down again. But that's going to take a while now. Okay, so if you like this video, feel free to subscribe, and then maybe I have another one soon. Maybe one where how you clean the scratches off the surface.